She trying to be quiet and listen for the background. Like, what the hell? You ain't gonna hear nothing right now.
Go ahead and open it up a little bit. Right turn coming at the end.
Goodness.
Hey, this mother nice, man. Nice.
Feel different now from SS now?
A little bit, man.
He said a little bit.
It's alright, man. I like the way it sounds,
It
though.
do sound good.
I love that
You
sound.
can damn near hear both exhausts separately.
Right. I like that sound.
It don't even sound like one sound.
Where that parking lot is?
It'll be on the right, kind of at the end of this road here.
Yeah, that's a good sound.
Yeah, so at the furthest end you can pull in. Pull in right here.
Oh, look.
Chevy. U-turn in here somewhere. Yeah, Chevy. I think that's that Chevy dealership on the road there that keeps their cars there. You won't be able to pull out, it's all chained off over here, so you gotta put.
It sure do hit these bumps though, huh?
Right.
You can feel that shit all dumb like a fucking bat.
So I'm gonna tweak your drive settings a little bit here. So the street mode is basically like transmission shifts really quickly up and down. They give you the ability to use the power shifters, but if you use them and you don't shift when you're supposed to, it'll still override. So if I turn it on track mode, when you use those paddle shifters, it's like an actual true manual transmission. So you're doing all the shifting on your own. If you don't shift, if you don't shift when you're supposed to, you'll redline it and it'll never shift. So you just
Also, it's like a real, like, damn.
There's no clutch though, is it?
no, it's no clutch. Yeah.
So you gotta.
You're
Upshift,
you're
downshift, all
controlling
of
the
that.
yep. You're controlling the shifting.
I don't want that.
So I'm gonna let you take it back on track mode. That's the most aggressive setting.
It's on track mode now.
It's on track mode now. Yeah, we started out on street mode.
Oh, so that wasn't track we were just on?
No.
Oh, damn.
That wasn't even track mode.
So,
I
yeah,
don't
so-
need to use these shifters, do I?
Nope, you're good. Yeah, but
I'll just-
you should feel a difference in the suspension. It's tighter, and you should feel the transmission will ride out each gear a little bit longer. So it'll hold the gears, and then when the shift happens, it happens in a more aggressive manner. You'll hear it happening, more.
Oh, yeah.
Power steering is different now.
Shit, it sound different now. Damn.
Right, it sounds different than a mother. Wow. Yeah, I definitely feel a difference. Yeah, I wouldn't ride in no other mode but this.
Track mode, yeah. Now that's using up a little bit more gas.
It was like a high RPM.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's holding the gears longer, so.
Because I can hear it like when it feel like it should be downshifting, it just stay there for a little while longer.
That's cool, man. I don't mind the gas miles. You gotta pay to play.
There you go. Now, I don't know if you felt that rear end got away from you for a little bit. And so when you turn on track mode,
Yeah.
it doesn't have the same amount of traction control. It kind of turns
it spent
off
a little bit right
traction
there.
control a little bit.
Damn. Oh yeah, I like this.
What is it, downshift?
No,
It is high RPMs.
no.
That's sweet as hell. I didn't know it did all of that shit. Man. They really expect you to be on the track right now.
Yeah, I mean this car, like I said, when this was the fastest charger out, it was the SRT. Technically, this isn't even an SRT. It's just got the SRT engine. So all the same features that you would have gotten in the SRT are still in here. So they give you like the line lock, which I don't know if you guys are familiar with how that
Drag.
works. So basically, like if you're drag racing,
Yeah.
you turn on that line lock. When you hold on the brake and you hit the gas, like you're able to actually take off while minimizing as much of that fishtailing effect as possible. So you don't really get any fishtailing when you use the line lock.
Oh. That's why when they be dragging, they be just jumping off like that.
Exactly. That's what that is. Now you can't use that until you put about 500 miles on the engine though. So you gotta break it in before that option's even before you're even able to use it.
Man. I like this, man.
So, like, as far as like leasing something like this, right?
Mm-hmm.
I know you can't, you know what I'm saying, to run somebody credit in your mind, but I'm like,
Well, I mean, I can always quote payments without running somebody's credit.
oh, okay.
And if you have an idea of where you stand credit-wise, then that'll help. me kind of determine what you might qualify for before we submit your information to a bank.
Right.
But yeah, I mean, I can quote payments if you can just kind of give me an idea of.
Is it easier to lease than to finance?
Right.
Or are they? Doesn't matter.
There's so many different factors. It's kind of hard to say
answer.
which one is
Okay.
easier. Have you ever leased or financed before?
Yeah, I'm leasing now.
So if you've leased before, you kind of have a bit of an advantage because you have that history built up.
Okay.
So somebody who has never leased before might have a harder time getting approved for one.
Okay.
As far as leasing versus buying, which one's easier? If you've never leased before, sometimes it's easier to buy, depending on how much money you want to spend.
Right.
Buying is always going to cost more than leasing, if you can, unless you're looking at a $10,000 used car, right? But if you're buying a new car, it's always going to cost more.
Yeah.
You're paying for the whole cost of the car.
Right.
So when you lease, you're only paying for
The time you'll have it, right?
the time you have it based on the amount that you're going to use it.
Okay.
So that's your 10,000 or 12,000 or 15,000 miles a year, right? So that's the time that you pay for, and then when the lease is done, you either turn it in, you buy it, one of the two.
Okay. So it's better. So it's almost better to lease it and then finance it after the lease than to just buy it off.
No, I didn't say that.
Oh, okay.
I didn't say that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
A lot of times
I got
when you buy out a lease, it's not the exact value that the car is actually worth.